Welcome into the CBS Sports College Basketball Channel. I'm your host, Adam Finkelstein, and welcome into yet another very special announcement. In fact, we have two announcements in one for you here this afternoon, as the very best set of twins in high school basketball is set to announce their commitment. And yes, I am talking about Darius and Adonis Ratliff, the 7-footers from Archbishop Stepinac High School in New York and the PSA Cardinals EYBL program. Let's look at the tail of the tape there. Both of them measuring about 6'11" without shoes, but you put those shoes on and we got a pair of footers. Really interesting contrast in terms of the way they can fit together. We've seen them star with Stepinac most recently in the last couple of weeks at the Border League and then, of course, at USA Basketball, but both right around that top 50 mark in the country, number 10 and 4 respectively at their positions, two of the very best in the state of New York. Now let's take a look at the highlights. The way they fit together, I would say Darius, a little bit more of a modern day big man. He's got tremendous size, mobility. He's got hands, touch, and athleticism. You see him able to step out there. So it's the versatility that is really his calling card. Now, Adonis, conversely, is probably even the more skilled of the two, someone who can really stretch the floor. So if Darius, as you see the big block there, projects as a modern-day big man, I think Adonis is a jumbo stretch 4, maybe even a stretch 5 in different settings. You see his ability to put the ball down on the floor there. So really intriguing tandem, and it is no exaggeration to say that their upside is as significant as any big man in the national class. I mean, these two guys, we wrote about it last winter, just really fit what a modern day big man would look like with their combination of collective size, mobility, athleticism, and developing skill. Their recruitment was a battle, to say the least, but it has come down to these 4 finalists. They will choose between Alabama, Arkansas, Texas, and USC. So without further ado, we are going to go out to Archbishop Stepinac High School in New York, where they have a big crowd on hand for this very special announcement. And guys, welcome into the show.
Thank you.
All right, so Darius, I'm going to start with you. I'd like you to introduce us to the people that you have surrounding you and Adonis here this afternoon.
I'm with my mom, my sisters, Yasmin, Alexis, and Sasha, and my dad.
All right, there's Dad. Now, all right, Adonis, I've got a very important question for you. We see Dad there. We know about his history. I just want to know who the best shot blocker is in the family.
That's me. He's the best shot blocker.
Okay, all right, good stuff. We'll let Dad vote later. Guys, you two being so connected, it's brought a unique recruitment because people are trying to figure out if you have any interest in if you're going to go together, if you're going to go apart. So I pose this question to each of you. What has this process been like for you coming up as twins and going through this process together? So Darius, I'll start with you, but then Adonis, please follow.
I would just say, it is difficult at first, with the injuries and stuff like that. But we started to play together, play off each other, and showcase that we can play together.
All right, Adonis, how about you? How was this process? What has this process been like for you guys?
It's been busy and long. Good to finally come to a decision. Of course, it's a blessing to have all the schools, contact us and believing that we can make their school better.
All right, now, fellas, this is the point in the broadcast where inevitably I know that the player has a list of people that they would like to thank before they get to making the announcement at hand. In this case, I'm not sure which one of you would like to do the thanking or if you'd like to share the responsibility, but I want to open it up to both of you to recognize anyone who has helped you get to this point in your process.
First, we'd like to thank God for blessing us with the opportunity to go to school for free and for putting us in the position. None of this would be possible without his guidance and his faith to keep us going every day. We also want to thank our family. Without them, we wouldn't be the people we are today or have the same success. To our mom and dad, thank you for everything, for the long drives, workouts, and for showing up for every game, whether it's 5 minutes away or a 6-hour flight. You always found a way to be there, and that means everything to us. Thank you to the PSA Cardinals for believing in us, Coach Munch for all the advice, Coach Donovan for the late night workouts, and Coach Ike for always reminding us how great we were. We also like to thank our trainers, Ross Burns, Will, for helping us take our game to the next level over the past 2 years, and Chuck Persons for spending hours in the gym with us and teaching us what it really means to be gym rats. We also like to thank Brian Harrington and Karen and Jermaine for helping us transform our bodies.
Finally, we'd like to thank stepping at coaches, Coach Pat, Coach Lex, Coach Shep, and Coach Swain for always opening the gym for us, no matter how early or how late. We appreciate all the coaches who recruited us along the way and took the time to believe in our talent and potential. This whole process has been a blessing, and we're truly grateful for everyone who has helped us get here. With that being said, after talking it over.
Don't go too early now. Don't go too early. Yeah, we almost had a turnover there. We're good. Hey, Darius, now you know what it feels like to go in for a layup and have one of the Ratliff twins just take it away from you right when you think you're in good shape. Well, the moment is now. You guys get to tell us where you were going to be playing your college basketball.
We would like to finish our academic and athletic career at University of South. University of Southern California.
The crowd goes wild at Archbishop Stepinac High School, and I'll tell you what, from coast to coast, people are happy right now. All right, Adonis, I will come back to you. What was it about USC that made you decide you wanted to go from New York to LA? The celebration's still going on there. Can you guys hear me? Yeah. All right, Adonis, tell me what it was that made you guys decide that USC was the place for you to the point that you were willing to go from New York all the way to LA.
It was just, we felt like they wanted us the most out of all the schools, kept in contact every day, asked us who we want to play with, showed us how they want to play us, showed us how they want to play us on defense or offense. And we just felt the love for them, so we decided to commit to USC.
All right, and Darius, anything to add to that about why they were the spot for you?
Like you said, just thank you for believing us, giving us the opportunity. High emotions right now.
All right, now, fellas, before you get out to full-fledged celebration mode, this is usually the part where I ask players what they are going to tell that fan base when they arrive to town. But, Adonis, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to ask you, what would you tell USC fans they are getting when Darius comes to town?
Getting a center that knows how to play the game correctly, high basketball IQ, knows how to block shots, can pretty much switch 1 through 5 and just knows how to win.
All right, and now, Darius, the same question to you, but about your brother. What would you tell USC fans they are getting when Adonis arrives in LA?
Getting a low skill 7-footer, you've seen a while, Vices, KD.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It sounds like the party has already begun at Archbishop Stepinac. So you guys got to go celebrate. Thank you so much for sharing this here with us at the CBS Sports College Basketball page and across other CBS Sports platforms. Congratulations, and now go enjoy this moment with your friends and your family.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you once again, and bear with us.
Obviously, for USC, as the Ratliff twins are off the board to Eric Musselman. In order to break this down even further, we're going to bring in 24/7 Sports Director of Basketball, Eric Bossi, to the show right now. And Ebos, welcome in. You heard it right there. You heard the Twins describe each other. I know you are a big believer in their upside. What do you think long-term Eric Musselman and the Trojans could be getting right now?
Yeah, I thought I was high on them until I heard Darius describe his brother Adonis as the most skilled 7-footer since Kevin Durant. And he is very, very skilled. I don't know if I'm really ready to go that far, but I would say that we're talking about two kids that are ascending right now. I think if we redid the rankings, we would certainly see a much higher ranking for them. But I think they both have the potential to be the top two bigs in the class, if we want to be honest about it, just with the way they can cover the court, their skill, how everything projects, not just to college, but potentially the NBA level. They do so much. And if we're talking about most talented guys to commit to USC in some time, I think outside of Evan Mobley, I don't know that I've seen a more talented big man commit to USC in the 25, 26 years that I've been doing this. If we're just talking about pure talent, pure ability, and pure potential down the road.
Yeah, the upside conversation is one that's pretty obvious, right? Because you have two guys, whether they're 6'11" or 7 feet, they are right around that marker. They are extremely mobile, extremely athletic. They both have hands and touch. I think Darius is a little more physical inside the paint. Adonis a little bit more skilled on the perimeter. Obviously, continuing to build up their body and being durable is going to be an important part of their transition. But Ebos, what else would you say that Coach Musselman and the USC staff needs to focus on in order to get the most out of them, or kind of shrink the gap between potential and production, if you will?
It's just going to be a case of unlocking that inner dog in them and getting them to show up ready to compete every day, to play through little bumps and bruises and things like that, because the ability and the potential is glaring just with various injuries and things. A lot of that is out of the control of a young man. You're hurt. We've not been able to see fully what they're able to do, and they haven't had a chance to really showcase. So teaching them about, how to get stronger and stay on the floor, and then just compete on a daily basis. I think that's something that Muss is pretty well known for, is getting into his guys and really unlocking what it takes from them to compete and be an everyday guy. Because once we start getting that out of those two, we're talking about two guys with really vast potential and almost unlimited ceilings for growth.
Yeah, I agree with you. If we can see their bodies get built up, if they prove to be durable, and if that motor continues to uptick in terms of long-term upside, it is obvious and significant. One final point for USC. I think the process of getting these guys stronger and improving their ability to play through contact, that's going to be a process, and it's not going to happen overnight. One of the things I like about this USC fit is Musselman is a coach that has historically played an up-tempo system. Last year at USC, they were top third in the country. But if you look at what his teams were at Arkansas, we're talking about 5 straight years where they were top 50 in the country in tempo. So there is a consistent commitment to playing fast. And that's the type of system that can really weaponize the athleticism and mobility of these two 7-footers, allowing them to be at their best. If this is a half-court grinded out program, it's going to be much harder for them to make the immediate impact that they're capable of. You're getting up and down. That's when you've got an opportunity to see them at their best as soon as possible. We've got a lot more on this. You can head on over to 247sports.com. Check out the commitment article with quotes from both players, as well as a detailed breakdown of the fit at USC. While you are there, you're going to want to use the promo code COMMIT65 for 65% off all annual VIP memberships. Thanks so much for watching.